Now, on to the fiance story. 7:52 at the MJ Morning Show. Running a little bit late here, sorry. Man, can you imagine this scenario? Your fiance dies, and then after he's dead, you find out that he had a whole secret life and a whole secret other woman.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And then there are some other severe complications here. So this woman's name is Caitlin Palmieri. And Caitlin had a fiance named Eric. He died on their wedding day. That's the other complication. They're about to get married, and Eric, Caitlin's fiance, dies on their wedding day.
Isn't that like an Alanis Morissette
It's a little
song?
too ironic.
I don't think that's a line. I don't know if
Oh,
that's...
no, it's rain on your wedding day.
No,
Yeah.
I think it's die.
You die. Oh,
Damn.
you wedding
Nice
day.
note.
Thanks. I hit them all.
Anyway, listen to the story. This guy wasn't too old. This guy died of a heart attack at 33 years old on their wedding day.
It was probably stressful with his double life.
Caitlin was 35 and Eric was 33. And just hours before they were set to, say the vows and I do and all that, the guy drops dead of a heart attack. I mean, that's insane. But then it spirals even more out of control because she discovers that this fiance, Eric, had this whole secret life. So what happened? How did it unfold?
Is he the mafia?
Well, it turns out that Eric was a traveling financial consultant, and he had been cheating on her with a woman over on the West Coast. And how did this unravel? It turns out that on the, you have the obituaries on the funeral sites, and people can leave messages, etc.
Mm-hmm.
Or, obviously on social media, people can leave, messages. Turns out that Eric was dating this other woman who he had met online since March of 2019. And she accidentally stumbled upon this secret life. And this woman leaves a message, and she wants to know, wait, who's this woman leaving this very detailed personal message? Then she starts researching, gets in contact, and finds out that her fiance, who she was set to marry and dropped dead of a heart attack on wedding day, had a whole other relationship going on the West Coast where he would travel for his financial gig. Doesn't that suck?
Sounds like a lot of work.
Did they have a family out there?
There was apparently no other family.
It's like Joey B's dad.
But
yeah.
the unnamed mistress
Who's the mistress?
apparently was involved in text messages, and in the aftermath, I guess it was revealed the text messages that Eric was having with this other woman who she thought that she was the one. The last texts they shared were disgusting sexual messages, Caitlin said, and those were sent by Eric just 7 days before their wedding. My God.
Did the other woman know she was another woman?
I don't think so.
No,
Yeah.
so she did not. Palmieri, the woman that was about to get married, she believed that Eric was like this saint that was, just amazing luck, that she was, finding her soulmate. And then prior to swiping right on his dating profile in February 2018, she'd lost her boyfriend. They met, if you're swiping, that's Tinder, right?
Must
So
be.
they met on online dating, and then this whole thing unravels in the aftermath of his death because the other woman on the other side of the country leaves a message about what a terrible loss. And the message was just a little too personal, and then this whole thing unravels.
That's like the guy that was stuck in the well and like all of his girlfriends showed up and his wife was there, remember? Or remember the Chileans that were stuck?
Oh, that's
underground?
yeah.
And the guy's mistress shows
Oh,
up.
the Chilean.
He's like, could you get out of here?
That's right, the Chilean miners. And one of the miners, the wife was there, and then his mistress shows up as well.
Just like weeping.
Crying, oh my God, he's safe. And the wife's like, who the hell are you?
Why are you so invested
That's
in him?
right, Chilean.
Those Chileans, huh?
Chilean, I tell you what, all this Chilean talk is making me hungry for a nice piece of Chilean sea bass.
Starving. Yeah.
Or, as it's really known, Patagonian toothfish. Yeah.
Yeah, the sea bass sounds more appetizing than a toothfish.
Well, that's an ugly. You ever seen a Chilean sea bass or a Patagonian toothfish? It is the ugliest fish on the planet.
Yeah,
But
it's tasty.
It is very tasty. It's delicious, and that's why, because they were having a hard time selling Patagonian toothfish. So some marketing guy came up with, let's just call it Chilean sea bass. That's seriously, that's the story behind Chilean.
Yeah, do you want your fish to look like Sam Bankman-Fried's girlfriend?
Oh my gosh.
with those chompers?
Oh man. You
yeah,
sound like
scary.
some fava beans and a nice Chianti.
Those are just my teeth.
All right, so that's a nightmare. That is a nightmare story. We've talked about this in the past. We've had some segments. We've taken phone calls about mostly women that then found out about the secret life of their husband, their fiance, or whatever.
I wish I had a secret.
Wasn't it Joey that had a totally different family?
Joey B's dad.
Yeah,
Had
that's
two
another
families.
That's another story. Yeah,
He had a
like-
family in Kearney, New Jersey.
Like a whole family.
Kearney.
And then another family.
Just right where Route 1 and 9 is in New Jersey, northern Jersey, heading into the city is Kearney, New Jersey, where Joey B, one of our producers over the years, was from. And Fester, he had a
whole other family in Trenton.
I think it was Pennsylvania.
Was it?
Yeah, so Joey B's dad had a whole separate wife and other kids in like Pennsylvania.
How do you pull that off?
I don't know. That is unfreaking believable. Yeah, anyway, this Caitlin, she was in Astoria, Queens, in Long Island. Well, I'm sorry, Astoria's not so long. That's Queens, and she had to move back to her home on Long Island, a little further east. So, and the other woman's on the West Coast.
This must be an East Coast thing. East Coast
Coast,
guys.
East Coast, West Coast. I
think they could pull it off.
Man, but that's unbelievable. But you then see like sympathy messages left on social media and on like an obituary website for the funeral home, and this woman is like, "Oh my God, Eric, I'm going to miss you so much." And
I miss the way you
and
used
she's
to
like,
kiss
wait a
me.
minute, who are you? And then the whole thing unravels. So I guess the other question would be, was it kind of a good unwind for him to drop dead of a heart attack?
He's not dealing with it.
Was that like some kind of a divine intervention?
Or maybe that it was stressing him out so much, like he's getting married, and then he's got this other woman who thinks that they're going to get married. I'm sure.
You know what? If you're rolling the dice like that, you want to see how it plays out.
What?
I don't light a building on fire not to watch it burn.
What is wrong? What are you? You're an arsonist now?
No, I'm just accused and acquitted, but
Well, no charges were ever filed,
but
because it wasn't arson with the turkey fryer fire.
but no, MJ, listen, if this guy's doing this risk reward lifestyle, he wants to see how it plays out.